Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be very close to a first down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards on that play. First down, Giants.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. It'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The motion man here is Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Giants first down. Up the middle they go. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, left side. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Now a handoff running right. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that 4th down stop. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Oh, big hole left side. To the 20. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now give on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. The motion man here is Wilson. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Oh, that's worthy all alone. That catch number 40 on the season for him. His throw left side is complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. The motion man here is Wilson. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll go with him again. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
To the goal line and in. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
Williams going to try again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Throwing again, Williams. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Williams. Throwing right, It's taken in. That's number 40 on the season for him.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Bears call out their field goal team. This from 30 yards out. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Bears going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score, Bears 24, Giants 6.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Williams to the air once more. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time and elite.
He is in. Touchdown Bears. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Catch made. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates there to take it back in. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A tight end in motion now. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. He works free, right side. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. The extra point is good. And the Bears will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Right back to the air following that pressure. Gets there. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Going up top. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw, taken in. down the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. He'll look to throw. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six, a touchdown for the defense. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get 2 pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Olave is the motion man. Going for it all. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one. This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here's a run going left. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big-time play for the Bears. 32 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score again. Touchdown, Chicago. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw right side to Olave. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll get that to Wilson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to air this one out. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point is good. And the Giants cut into the lead a little bit.
Giants 20.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. He'll get this out to the left flat.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On second down, it's Williams. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but...
And more of the same. Another interception. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Bears add on to their already sizable lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Got it into the hands of Olave. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The motion man here is Wilson. Back to the air again on second, and that final throw here is intercepted. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out.